ancient ocean floor in the northern hemisphere. We see unmistakable signs that Mars was a wet planet.
And now there's even more information from NASA's twin rovers that roam the red planet, taking pictures and probing the rocks for their chemical makeup. The photos reveal clear sedimentary layers in the Martian rocks. And chemical analysis shows they must have been laid down in the presence of water. Mars might be too cold and dry to harbor life today. But if water was once there, then perhaps life was too. And now there's hope that life may thrive even farther out in the solar system.
I think Mars is the #1 candidate for the search for life beyond the Earth, especially if we're going to find it soon. But we do have a backup plan. And in this case, the backup plan is Europa, one of the moons of Jupiter.
A little smaller than our moon, Europa is covered with ice. But there are cracks in its surface, perhaps signs of ice sheets floating on a deep ocean in liquid water. What might be melting the ice is internal friction, created by the gravity of Jupiter and its other moons. Europa's ocean is suddenly considered a potential home for life.
The places where life can live and exist are far more extensive than we used to imagine. We used to think a life-bearing planet was just like the Earth. And a little closer to the sun, it would be too hot. A little farther away, it would be too cold. And now we realize, oh gosh, there's a place which has an ocean with 3 times as much water as the ocean of Earth. And the water's warm. That's way out in the solar system where we used to think the temperatures were ridiculously low. There could never be life there. So the likelihood of life existing on planets in space has just gone up enormously.
So even though we've yet to find life elsewhere in the solar system, or beyond, we're getting more optimistic that life may be widespread. But if life is common in the galaxy, what kind of life would it be? Is it merely the kind of life we had here for about 3 billion years? Microorganisms happily brewing away. Could nothing bigger or more interesting than bacteria? Or is it the complex plant and animal life we find in our oceans? Of all shapes and sizes. Or could it be what SETI is banking on? Intelligent life that builds cities, computers, and radio transmitters. We now know that the way we got to this, from something like this, was through evolution. Does that mean evolution would work the same way wherever life appears? Frank Drake would say.
Once you have life, evolution goes to work. Life is very opportunistic. It expands, it finds ways to survive, it finds ways to cope with changing environments. And in the process, it becomes more intelligent. And in the long run, you end up with something like us, exploiting technology to live in even more hospitable habitats.
Drake's optimism shows up in the estimates he's plugged into his own equation. His guess is that wherever life arises, it will evolve into intelligent life 10% of the time. Not quite inevitable, but a fairly common outcome. It's hard to know how likely or common intelligence is when it's shown up so recently in Earth's history.
So the short history goes like this. Life early, but the familiar life that we think of, plants and animals, that is really a relatively recent development on this planet. And intelligent life, people like ourselves, technologically competent humans, that's just a snap in the full history of the planet.
After about 3 billion years with only microscopic life, Earth finally became home to true plants and animals. Then after another 500 or 600 million years, we came along. One of the major mechanisms for all these changes has been DNA, the long chain of molecules that carries the blueprint for every living thing. Every time a cell divides, its DNA makes a copy of itself. And in that copy, there are often some mistakes.